As the unofficial king of security camera reviews, it's been way too long since I've done a security camera review. Don't go away. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fat Guy Productions. I am Paul, coming to you, as always, from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And indeed, I have done a lot of reviews of security cameras. And I have another. It's been a while. It's been a while. So I'm kind of excited. It's been a while since I've done a security camera review. And so, you know, it's always nice to get back into the groove, you know. This is a camera from a company called Solium, and I had done one of these before, okay? Earlier model, okay? You may remember we installed it in my son Mike's house, okay? And so we did a first look and a review and setup and all that stuff, and we set it up at his house. Now, I have talked with him since then, and it's been a while. I don't know exactly how long, but it's been a while. And I asked him how it's going, and he said the only problem is something went wrong with his the lights that come on, and there could be something wrong with the settings. I don't know. I haven't gone out there to look at it, so I don't know what's wrong with it. But short of that, he said it's been fantastic, and he really enjoys it. Well, this is a new version. This is the Solium, let's see here. What is this? This is the S800C 4G. All right. This particular camera is 4G LTE. It's wireless. It's got a solar panel. It's pan tilt. Anything else interesting on here? It works with all your standard smartphones and stuff. Spotlight color. I think that's supposed to be color. Spotlight color night vision. Live monitoring, two-way audio, 1080p HD video, full IP66 weatherproofing and motion detection. And the box is fine. Nothing to write home about, okay? It's a little boring, but it's fine, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this box and see what we actually have here. What I'm going to do is, on the front of my house, I have a camera from REO that is a solar panel security camera, and it's been out there for a while, and it's done a really good job, and this is not any kind of commentary on the REO camera out there, but I'm going to replace it with this Solium and see how that goes. And maybe I'll find a different place to put the REO. But like I said, it's not to say anything negative about the REO. It has served me very, very well thus far. So I'm very, very pleased with that. But, you know, we got to test this out. I told these folks I would give it a look, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, to clear up all the official business, yes, they provided me this camera at no fee. But you know me, I'm going to say what I'm going to say, whether it be good or bad. And that's just the deal that, you know, that's just how it goes. Okay, so anyhow, okay. So, a bunch of little stuff we'll look at in a second. Solar panel. All right, it's packaged nice. A little hardware packet. Okay. Some cables. Now, that's going to be interesting to me. I remember on Mike's camera, I complained a little bit because the solar panel was attached directly to the top of the camera unit, and it was a little inconvenient based on the way his house was set up. I said it would be nice to have the option to be able to move the solar panel slightly And so maybe one of these cords allows you to do that. I don't know. That would be a nice feature if you could do that. If you could move the camera, the solar panel. Holy crap. I just dropped a very large metal plate. That's a good sign, that a big metal plate. Here's the camera. What else we got in here? See, here's a... Ooh! So maybe this is their solution to my complaint. It's like an extendo arm. I don't know what this is. But maybe their thinking was, all we got to do is be able to move the camera a little bit further. But I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Okay, so there we have it. There we have the Solium. Let's do this. Okay, because when I'm done, I'm going to put everything in the box without this liner so that I can use that to take it out to go install it on the house. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at everything we got here. So far, I've got one solar camera. It's worked pretty well. And I've got one steerable camera. I love that feature. I can't tell you how many times, because I have that one set up to cover the front door in the front yard. And but where it's at, I can actually turn it almost all the way around and scan the entire street and all the way across the front of my garages. So I really have a lot of range of vision with that one, and I want to try and do something similar with this one so that I can look at the side gate or across the front of the house and what have you. So, all right, let's take a look. This is, hey, look at that, okay. I think we said something about this too, and I've said it on somebody else's. I don't know if it was on the older Solium. I said, come on, you couldn't include a small little SD card? Well, look at that. There's a small little SD card. I don't know what this scan to recharge thing is. What is this? The EIOT Club? What? Make the IOT easier? What are they talking about? I have no idea what this is. So I don't know if this is really a SIM card or what. It's part of the EIOT Club. But I don't know what that is. All right, so confusion right off the bat. Now, here's a nice touch. This is a little template that you can use for your metal mounting bracket. This side up, and then see, it would line it up so you can take this, slap it onto the house, then you know exactly where you need to drill, and then when you come back, you peel that off, and your holes are going to be exactly where you need to mount the mounting plate. So that, really nice, okay? Maybe makes up a little bit for the EIOT Club, whatever the heck that is. Okay, here's a bag of hardware. What do we have? I see some little bits and pieces, some thumb screws, some Allen wrenches, a pair of tweezers. Okay. And bunch of stuff for mounting the brackets. Okay, there's that. Let's, what do we got here? The S800C solar panel. All right, install the solar panel on the camera top, way number 1. Okay, and so you just stick it on the camera top and you use those little thumb screws and you screw the solar panel in, and then you take the plug from the camera itself and plug it into the solar panel. Okay, so easy enough. Okay, it shows you put the sticker on, Shows you where to drill. And then you put the metal plate on. And then fasten the camera using the screw nut by hand. Okay. All right. Way 2. Install the solar panel separate with the camera. Who said that? Who said that?
I really do wish in the kit it came with a little extension cord and optional mounting bracket for the solar panel, because in this application it really doesn't fit very well. It would have been nice to put this in a different place, even if it was nearby, just so we have a few more options.
Me, I said that.
I said it would be nice to be able to put this separate from the camera, and lo and behold, they're doing it. So, yeah, I'm taking credit for that. I've never seen a review on a Solium where somebody said, oh, it'd be nice to be able to do this. I said that. And lo and behold, they've made it happen. All right, install the solar panel separate with the camera. So you change the bracket, put the sticker on, drill that on. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It has a separate bracket, and I'll show you this picture up close. A separate little bracket and a waterproof cord that allows you to connect from the camera to the solar panel, so you can keep these separate. Up to 6.5 feet, which is perfect. Okay? Too much cable, it becomes a mess. You have no place to put it. 6.5 feet is enough for you to really be versatile with where you're putting it. Man, that makes me happy as a clam, and I'm glad to know that, hey, huge win for Solium that they're listening to their consumers and their reviewers, okay? Because that's a big deal. It was barely able to work on my son's house the way the roof line was and everything like that. So, cool, super cool. All right, what's this? This is a quick guide for the Solium S800C 4G. Test your SIM card, make sure it works before installing the camera to the outside location. The virtual cellular SIM card in the package is provided free for your test purposes. It contains 300 M cellular data package with a limited due date within 30 days after you activate it. If the area cannot find a good signal with the provided SIM card, we suggest you buy another SIM card at T-Mobile or AT&T Service Hall. The virtual cellular SIM card can be recharged, though, through below website. If the card works well for you, recharge website. I guess that's for it to use cellular service. So, I don't know. After entering the homepage by clicks, please bind your email to keep the information in the email we send you. Camera activation steps. When you first get your camera, please charge the camera for up to 12 hours. And when you find the battery box shows solid green, it means the camera is fully charged. Okay. Register an account in Solium Plus app. Okay, it takes you through all the steps for that. Yes, if you want, got a slot for your SIM card here. Put that in. Turn camera on. The power button is on the back of the solar panel. When the LED stays blue, it means the camera recognizes the SIM card successfully. If it blinks red, it means it doesn't recognize the SIM card. You have to go to get a SIM card. So that's a weird thing. I'm not sure I understand where that's coming from. Okay, when stays blue, the mobile phone. Okay. You have connected your device to the app successfully. You can now live view the camera on your phone anytime, anywhere. So apparently, it's using cell service rather than Wi-Fi or anything like that to allow you to access it. LED indicators, troubles, time, cloud, video, SD. Oh. Okay, it does have a slot for a micro SD card, which is not provided as far as I can tell. That was one of my complaints that they missed out on. Come on, we're talking pennies here for you guys. Throw in an SD card, for goodness sake. All right, so there's that. Okay. Clearly, it seems am going to need to read the entire manual. So after we're done looking at everything, before we go outside to set this up, I will take some time alone and I will sit down and I will read the entire manual to make sure I understand what's going on here vis-a-vis an SD card and the SIM card and stuff like that. How to charge the camera. Blah, blah, blah. It shows you everything that you got. Yeah, see, I was right. It's a solar panel bracket. So if you want to not put the solar panel on top of your camera, solar panel bracket. Okay. All right, so in-app setup. Pairing the camera with the app. How to share your camera. Installation information, do live view. Okay. All right. So like I said, I'm going to have to read all of this. And then when I'm ready to install this, we'll install it and do the setup on the app and everything all at the same time, which will be right here at the end of this video. It'll be moments for you. Couple days for me. All right, so we're done with that. So let's go ahead and look at all this stuff. Yes, this is a bracket for the solar panel. And what you do is you're able to take this bracket off of here, and then this attaches to this. This can be attached to the roof somewhere, and blah, 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 you got a place to put your solar panel. So that is a wonderful, wonderful feature. It's a nice big solar panel. Should do a good job. Okay, so that's the bracket. Seen the solar panel. Okay, so here is the cord with the little waterproof connections so that you can connect from the camera to the solar panel. Like I said, it's 6.5 feet. Here is just a little USB cable. Okay. I don't see. Let's open it. Let's open it. I want to see if they have a SIM card in here. Not a SIM card, an SD card. Okay, got a little packet of screws. Here's a adhesive drilling guide for the solar panel bracket. A packet of screws. I love the little tweezers. Those are a hoot. And I guess this is a cap that you can put on top if you don't mount the solar panel on top of the camera. And a bunch of thumb screws and stuff like that. Okay. And I still believe, then, based on everything that we've seen, that this then is to allow your camera to work like a cell phone almost for its communication purposes. So that's going to be a definite learning little thing here, okay? Put all that in the box. Put that there. Okay, now let's take a look at the camera, shall we? Okay. Right off the bat, it's got a good weight to it. It feels solid, but it's all plastic. Plastic base, plastic. You know, I don't feel a lot of metal in here at all. please use this update new app, Solium Plus. And then there's a point the antenna to the sky. There's an IMEI code. Down here's a some information with a little UPC code. And underneath the base, here we've got our little that's why they give you the tweezers. USB port and a power connection here. I can't open them. Okay. That's the problem with biting your nails. All right, so you got your little connections there. This is just a mounting port here for the solar panel if you choose to put it up on top. And here's the back plate added. And then there's your camera. You've got speaker and some lights, infrared, your lens. Yeah, it's a nice looking unit. And honestly, I'm anxious to get it connected and give it a shot, you know. Like I said, I'm going to have to learn more about it. Okay, so there is the Solium S800C 4G LTE security camera. And like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to cut here for a matter of seconds, microseconds. And then when we come back, we'll be ready to install this on the front of the house. So don't go away. Okay. All right, so we're out here, and forgive the landscapers. We started this, they showed up. We're just going to have to deal with it. This is my son, Steve. He's going to do the work for me because, frankly, I'm gimped up with my arm, and I can't do it. But we're going to install the Solium onto the house. Now, Steven's already taken off the old camera, and we're going to just stick the new one up there. No cords, no fuss, no muss. Got it, Steve? Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it. So Steven took down the old security camera and he's put up the sticker that marks where he's going to need to drill for the mounting plate. And you really don't need to pre-drill. The screws are probably self-tapping. I just think this makes it go a lot easier. I don't know why that's like so that. He's going to just drill 4 simple holes in the fascia where the mounting screws will go, and then we can go ahead and move on. Huh?
I thought I almost just fell off.
So after pre-drilling, Steven removed the sticker. We've got the mounting plate there, and we've got 4 screws, and we will drive those in and make sure that the mounting plate is securely attached to the house. Uh-huh.
You want me to remove this? Please use this up.
Now, the camera itself just kind of sits on over these pegs that are part of the mounting plate. And you just kind of put it in position. And once you've got it there, it comes with a bunch of little, like, thumb screws. And you use those to actually attach the camera to the mounting plate. You just put one in the hole, thread it in with your fingers, and move on. Do that 4 times, and the camera is mounted.
Yeah? Yep.
Good. All right.
Tear off before use.
Now this... Now, my house is arranged differently than my son's house, and so I actually can go ahead and install the solar panel on top of the camera, and it will work just fine, and in fact, it's the better option for me, because I only need to use this very, very short little cord. Otherwise, I could mount the panel up to 6 feet either direction on the provided bracket, use the longer cord, and we're in business. But this is going to work great for me. So it just pops onto the top of the camera, and again, 2 of the little thumb screws lock it in, and there you go. And yes, installing this camera really was as easy as it looks here. It was that simple. Now, all we have to do is insert the SIM card and the memory card, turn this thing on, and sync it up by using the QR code that's attached to the front of the camera, and you're in business. Okay, so it was that easy to put up the Solium, Steve?
Yep.
What'd you think?
Not bad.
Not bad. And see, he doesn't trust me because I usually tell him it's not going to be bad, and then what happens?
We carry a 50,000-pound armoire up the
Right,
stairs.
and it's terrible, and I yell. He made me promise no yelling before this, so. But yeah, it wasn't bad. It's up. Now we're going to configure it, and that's it. So I told you that attaching the camera was as easy as pie. Well, guess what? The app is that easy as well. Once you've got the SIM card they give you installed into the camera and you turn it on, you can go to the app and start the setup process. And what you're going to do is you're going to get a couple screens, and you're going to see it ask you if the light on the front of the camera is flashing blue. If it is, you'll click Next, and then it's going to ask you to scan the QR code on the front of your camera. The app is going to commandeer your camera, and it's going to ask for permission to use it. And then when you scan that QR code, it's pretty much as simple as that. Now it's going to come up and ask you to name your device, put down where it's located, and really, that's all there is to it. I'm not exaggerating. It really is that simple. So here you can see that we are up and running, but I'm going to go ahead and after we kind of point it and do all that stuff, I'm going to come back into the app as a user, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, with everything up and running properly, once you log into the app, it's going to open up a window where you're going to go ahead and see your camera. Now, from here, you can control where it's aimed. You can take a still photo. You can activate the microphone and tell somebody to get the heck away from your car. You can change the resolution. You can change where you're pointed at. And it's all done with really great clarity. The picture is fantastic. Now, I thought briefly about turning this sideways and giving you a landscape view to give you a better view of what the picture looks like. But, you know, this is kind of how most people are going to be using it, so I decided not to do that. But as you can see, I'm all the way over looking at the gate to the side of my house. And I can actually take this and go all the way around to the other side and look straight across the front of my house and see both of my garage doors. I mean, it's got such great range that, you know, I'm not going to miss anything. It also has motion detection, and, you know, it'll do all the things it needs to do. It's got the light on it. It's got the microphone on it, and it really is pretty amazing. Now, I do have not a SIM card, but an HD, oh God, why? I am so stupid. I have a card in here, a memory card in here. Jeez, I feel so stupid. You know, actually, I'm on painkillers for my shoulder, so maybe that's why I'm an idiot. But anyhow, Got a memory card in here, so when it detects movement and stuff, I've turned off alerts because you see that tree there? That's making me get an awful lot of alerts. So I turned off alerts, but it does record all this stuff. And lo and behold, here they are. Here's all the little recordings and stuff. So if something does happen significant, all you got to do is touch the one that you want to see. It will load it up, and there it is. Okay, and there's the motion. See the car driving by? And then whenever you're done looking at it, you can go ahead and tap to go back, and you've got a permanent copy of what's going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap up on this Solium security camera. I'm impressed. It's actually one of the nicest security cameras I have. I love the steerability of it that allows me to look across the entire face of my house. I love the solar panel so that I don't have to constantly worry about wires and all this other stuff, because some of the cameras that I have, they've got these giant, massive, long wires, and it's unsightly, and I don't like it. But best of all, Solium really listened to criticism of myself and others from, you know, their cameras and other cameras. They realized that the only way to attach the solar panel to the top of the camera, that was a bad thing, so they gave us an option. Huge deal. And not just because I said it. I was joking about that. It was just they heard it and they addressed it. And that was a big, big deal, okay? Because now you're not stuck with that one choice, which at my son's house, it made a difference. It really did. Now, if that doesn't work for you, you can move the solar panel up to 6 feet away from the camera, and that was a really big deal and impressive on the part of Solium that they're actually listening to their consumers. Earlier in the video, I was whining that it didn't come with a SIM card, and it didn't. Did not come with a SIM card. But once I read in the information there, if you contact them, they'll send you a free SIM card. Okay? You know, that's probably just a cheaper way to give you a SIM card rather than changing the whole production line and trying to put a SIM card in the box. It's probably just cheaper this way that, hey, if you need one, let us know and we'll send you one. So Solium really is listening. I love the camera. If it holds up as nicely as the one at my son's house, I expect really good things. The image quality is outstanding. I love the steerability. I love the solar. And I love that they listened to us. And it makes it really one of my all-time favorite security cameras. The Soliom S800C 4G LTE camera. I do have one little complaint. It's tiny. They need to make it more clear about the LTE card and all that stuff. They give you a little sample card. You put it in, and it's got some kind of like minutes on it that you can recharge. And you can just use that card all the time and recharge it, but it costs money. They said, hey, contact your carrier. So I contacted AT&T. I got a card. I wish the instructions were a little more clear about that whole part. But, you know, if you're doing this kind of thing, you're probably going to be able to figure that out. So I'm not going to sweat it. So at the end of the day, I'm giving this 2 giant thumbs up. I love this camera. I hope you love it. And I hope you love this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up yourself. Make sure you squash the notification bell. And make sure you click subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I love to hear from you guys. It's always the highlight of my day. All right, that's going to do it. I'm going to get out of here. I've got stuff to do. Until next time, this is Paul from Fat Guy Productions saying, be good.